好的，请我们的来访客队停止练习，我们要准备来开场啦。麻烦我们的球员停止练习，谢谢。最后一球，最后一球，谢谢。哎呦呦呦！线上还有现场所有球迷朋友，大家好！欢迎大家来到我们 P.LEAGUE 桃园璞园领航员的主场。我是你的 MC 李一博 POIB。那这2天呢，要先祝福大家圣诞节快乐。那很开心，今天看到很多小朋友，还有我们的乘客，今天来和我们一起来迎战我们的来访客队新竹街口工程师。那希望大家跟我一样，也准备好守护今天的连胜。如果你准备好的话，我要听到一个最大的尖叫声。好的，谢谢你们。那今天呢，这个寒流来袭也非常的冷，请大家一定要注意保暖。在我们的这个球赛开始之前，我要先欢迎我们今天的与会嘉宾。今天呢，桃园市虎头山国际青年商会的贵宾们也跟我们一起来支持我们的球赛，请大家给他们最热烈的欢呼。我们要先欢呼桃园市虎头山国际青年商会2023年会长李旭宏会长，欢迎会长。也要欢迎我们桃园市虎头山国际青年商会2021年的会长施以仁会长，欢迎。欢迎我们桃园市虎头山国际青年商会2020年会长廖炳伟会长，欢迎会长。好的，欢迎我们今天所有的来宾跟我们的这个球迷朋友们，我们精彩的比赛呢即将要开始喽。
I don't want a love for Christmas. There's just one thing I need. I don't care about the princess underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you home. I want, oh, I want you home. I know, make my wish come true.可乔，祝你们有一个美好的平安夜。那我们现在掌声欢迎P.LEAGUE。
When I'm giving you all my attention, can you take a hint? Can you take a hint? When I'm looking like all that and then some, can you take a hint? Can you take a hint? You can't deny this tension's hot. You're burning alive, can't pretend you're not. Whoa, baby, you got it. Yeah, if you want it. All you can need, come and get it, get it. You're gonna get lucky tonight. I want you to touch me tonight. Long as you play your cards right. Whoa, you can love me all night. You're gonna get lucky tonight. I want you to touch me tonight. Long as you play your cards right. You can love me all night. Okay, ladies, now let's get information. I say, okay, ladies, now let's get information. Okay, ladies, now let's get information. I say, okay, ladies, now let's get information.
Okay, ladies, now let's
bounce to this.
get information. Let's get information.
Cause I say,
Get information.
I came to slay, bitch.
my daddy Alabama, mama Louisiana. You mix that Negro with that Creole, make a Texas Bama. I like my baby hair with baby hair and hair. sauce in my
Hot sauce in my ass.
这边一起掌声送给 PLG Crew， 带给我们这么特别的精彩圣诞主题的开场演出，谢谢 PLG Crew。由 PLG Crew 精心规划安排的圣诞主题开场之后，马上为各位介绍本场这2支对战球队所有登陆球员名单。首先为各位介绍今天来访客队新竹街口工程师登陆球员。新竹街口工程师球衣背号2号江广谦，球衣背号3号 Number 3林明义 ，Number 5球衣背号5号宋宇轩 ，Number 7球衣背号7号曾博宇 ，Number 12 12号李佳瑞 ，21号伊波卡 ，Number 24 24号郭少杰。新竹街口工程师本场是 Starting Five 先发人 Number 4 4号高国豪 ，Number 6球背号6 Derek Richard White 特坏 ，Number 9球背号9号田浩 ，Number 11球背号11号肖顺义 ，Number 31 31号 William Martino 阿提诺。为各位介绍新竹街口工程师总教练林冠伦、助理教练沈星汉、陈哲宇、吉尔马丁、黄胜富以及影像分析师于继伦、防务员黄建元、总经理胡荣志、领队陈美玲。
制空战略反复模拟，雷达搜索洞悉对手。极限速度撕裂防线，果决出手轰炸篮筐，奋力的跃起，持续飞翔，引擎点燃，全速起飞，领航员 ready for take off。
第一节的比赛，我们的运球为先，前线超到，后面没有追兵的先出来得分。
桃园璞园领航员球员名单：球衣背号00，空中快递拆弹高手，飞扣后卫陈宇瑞。球衣背号5号 ，All the way 的领航小可爱雷振伟。球衣背号6号，杀手 is back， 管达拉梅拉，管达佑。球衣背号15号，领航王牌射手，你的超跑坦克，碰碰陈冠轩。球衣背号21号，成为你最有力的后盾，德州球王陈立焕。
Ladies and gentlemen, seniors and youths, Merry Christmas Eve. We're here in Pauian, home of the hottest team in the Plus League, the Pauian Pilots, bringing in their 5-game winning streak up against the Hsinchu Lioneers, who are subject to 2 of those losses, but they're out for some revenge as the Pilots have their player introductions. Now this is the first time this season that the Pilots will be hosting a 5 p.m. game, and to give you a little bit more detail about Taoyuan Arena, it is 10 degrees Celsius outside, or about 50 degrees Fahrenheit, but it's probably only 15 degrees inside, as insulation is not a strong suit here in Taoyuan when it's cold. This arena has taken over Taichung Intercontinental Basketball Stadium for the most offensively challenged in the league.
顺风飞翔3分轰炸机，这是69龙巨响。
Wu Junxiang is averaging just under 17 points per game. One of the few pilots who, in all 2 years, have been a strong scorer. Only 86.3 points per game scored here by the teams combined. The next lowest of the Dreamers, 87.5. Well, after their victory earlier against the Steelers, the Dreamers have climbed above the Lioneers for now for possession of 4th place. The Kings, who have won 2 straight games this week, now reclaim the top spot exclusively, whereas the Pilots are number 2. On screen now is the Mandarin broadcast duo. On the left is Chen Ziwei, on the right Mark. 提问给球迷朋友们，你找到了 Plus League 的英文转播，我是你的主播陈瑞恩 Ryan。要看紫薇跟奎哥的奖评，当然就按到中文连结。It's been a while since we've had Coach Ziwei for a broadcast, as he's coaching up the Zhenzi University squad, who's about to get set with some preliminary games. Now, on screen, his interesting stat is the average largest lead in this season, and the number 2 spot belongs to the Pilots, 17.7 points. Number 1 is the Braves at 19 points, but that's not exactly worked in their favor, having dropped the last game against the Kings last night after having as much as a 22-point lead in that one, and big comebacks. There's kind of been a theme here in the Plus League in Season 3. The Pilots have handed out orange Santa hats to many of the fans, and of course our broadcast duo on the Mandarin side, I get to wear one if you can spy Orion Chen around the court. There's Coach Greg Lin Guanlun trying to coach up his squad to what they call the post-Sim era, with the Lioneers having parted ways with last year's most valuable imported this season. Historically in this matchup, the Lioneers have the 9-5 lead in wins, having taken the Pilots 5 games to 1 last season. But it's a brand new season, and one new player is Zhen Boyu there on screen. Asked him about the departure of Sim and veteran Ryan Lin Yihui.
因为第1年打81的联盟，然后因为现在也要打第10场，其实在前面2、3场有一点找不太到自己的定位，然后也是透过教练团不断的沟通，然后就是忘掉就是之前可能很厉害还是怎样，就是现在做好就是板凳高手的东西，所以我觉得这方面是现在做的还不错，但我觉得还可以再更稳定一些这样。辉哥跟辛巴的离开，讲真，一开始对我们有蛮大的 心里蛮大的影响。但我觉得伦哥给我们很好的一个建设，就是难过可以一下子，但不能难过一季，不然可能会影响到战绩。对，我可能得分方面就是我们本土要每一场要有人跳出来吧，因为少了辉哥，整体战力还是有一定的差距。对，因为辉哥也是算具有就是经验啊，然后其实在练球也是给我们这些小弟有很好的榜样，但少了他，那就少了 Hsin 嘛，少了 Hsin，我觉得会是我们禁区面临比较大的问题啦，然后就要靠我们的轮转防守去弥补这一些伤害，这样对。
So that's Zembori or Joker, according to our English rosters, sharing that without Sim and Ryan, the locals have to step up in scoring and, of course, defensively be a little bit better with their rotations. And it was a big loss to the team emotionally, but they have to come back now and get some W's in their column. Well, when they're winning, the Lioneers can score 95 points per game. They're in the top left of the... But when they lose, only scoring 85 points is a dramatic difference. And already 0-2 against the Pilots on the season. That came in game 19 in Hsinchu, 94-80. Pong and Lingzhen, two of the local centers, had 18 combined points, 4 of 5 from outside. It was also Jeff Ayers' debut. He's in the lineup again. The next game was game 21. Well, right here, it was actually the very next game for both teams. 102-79 Pilots. Sim's last game as a Lioneer, only 8 points and 12 rebounds. The Lioneers' lowest field goal game of 37%. Only 26 for 70 from the field. On the other side, we talked to Ken Lingzhen. Asked about the mood of the team under Coach Caminos.
我觉得不管是对球队或是球场上、球场下训练中，我们都感受到开心打球的定义，因为我们会更善于沟通，然后彼此之间就感觉更紧密了，然后就是比较不会像之前一样，就是很严谨，然后怕东怕西，然后就是更勇敢去做一些平常做不出来的动作。我觉得禁区的话，我可能需要更多的身体碰撞，然后不管是守到对方的洋将或是本土球员，我都会拼尽全力，但我不会把自己局限在禁区里面，然后我会多做一些策应或投篮，然后把自己的功能就是最大化。
Ken Lingzhen getting his 8th start of the season. He only had 8 starts in 24 games played prior to this season. And in the last 5 games, obviously 5-0, increasing their scoring uptake just a little bit, but the most important thing, only 79 points given up. And that's part of the reason why this arena is such a hard scoring environment. To finish off some of the notes from Lingzhen, one thing he admitted that he needs to get more used to contact, as he will be guarding the imports of the other team. But he doesn't want to put any limits on his offensive game, for he and Pong are now pretty important contributors, even shooting the ball from the outside. Pong, in fact, is a 50% three-point shooter who would lead the team. One interesting note about the game for the Pilots is Sonny Sakakini will get his first game off of the season. Previously, he had a perfect attendance of 9 games played. 29 minutes per game, about 16 points, 11 rebounds, but most importantly, plus 7.1 per 36. Part of it is trying to change up the look that they give the Lioneers. Part of it is to give them some rest as they have another back-to-back. The officiating crew for tonight's game, number 96, Tim Taoyuan, will be the crew chief and leading the staff tonight. We'll bring you the starting lineup, starting with the Lioneers from left to right, Artino, Xiao Sui, Tariko White, Tian Hao, and Oscar Gao Guo Hao. Similar look, and similar look from the pilots is Jeffrey Ayers, Ling Zhen, Huang Haohan, Si Jingyao, and Justin Wu Jingxiang. In the Plus League, both teams in the first 3 quarters can play 2 imports on the floor at the same time, and of course only registered 2 imports, but the pilots have been consistent, especially in their winning streaks, to only play 1 import to start. Typically a starter, Pongpong Chen Guanchen, has only come off the bench this season. There's the whistle. Not a great tip, but it's controlled by the pilots, and we're underway. They're in their blue pinstripe jerseys, where the Lioneers in their whites. Justin tries from deep and gets the lucky roll for the first score of the game. He is 4th on the team when it comes to average scoring. Lioneers on offense now. Xiao Sui trying to find an outlet. Down to Artino, who flings it up. And a miss for the Lioneers. Allhan leaves it for Ling Zhen. They have cross matchups in a few places. Somehow they double off Justin, who does miss the shot as Allhan commits the foul. Trying to sneak a steal there. No doubling off of Wu Jingxiang. We'll see if that works later. Artino now at the high post. As Oscar down screen, then the cross screen. Back to Rico White, leaves it short as Xiao Sui bounces it out of bounds, they say. Not agreeing to that call, but from my perspective, as it was right in front of me, he was the inside man, so kind of hard to make that argument. The Pilots will run a continuation offense as Justin tries to go to the basket and now throws it out of bounds. Coach Camino's hanging on to the basketball. I guess he knew the inbounds would be there. There's Sonny. Lioneers going with a 4-out, 1-in motion offense. Oscar back to Tianhao. Getting the foul on the floor first. That'll be the second foul by the Pilots on the game and on the quarter. The biggest thing that makes the Pilots and makes this arena such a defensive environment is the pace. 85.6 possessions per game per team. Xiao Sui overshoots that 3. Now that is the slowest in the league. The second lowest mark is 91.7. I think by a couple teams, according to my calculations. Switching out from the corner, overshoots it. Justin goes down awkwardly, ends up committing the turnover. Tianhao stumbling, stripped. As Sijinghao will finally pick it up, and they say Oscar tips it out of bounds to stop the Pilots' break. The last note about that is last season, this arena saw 91 points given up per game, or scored per game, but this is the second lowest. And 90.7 pace, mainly because the Pilots had the lowest 80 points in the home game. Passes dropped and another turnover. Passed out of bounds as Oscar trying to find White, who wasn't ready. as mentioned, it is really cold in here, and the later start time might have a difference. I'm looking over at the Lioneers bench. Every player has got their long sleeves on and a towel over their thighs. They're gonna call a foul. Oscar, they said, holding on to Huang Han. Justin out to Ayers, who's a pretty decent three-point shooter himself, and then commits the travel. Trying to put the moves on Oscar. Trying to share tips, perhaps? How to play offense on the outside? Little handsy with the action. Artino hands it off to Xiaosuni as they continue the rotation play. Oscar from the top. Barely got anything, and our cameraman, they're providing little assist. So just 3 points, 3 minutes into the ball game. Justin going right, having that shot blocked. Ayers, patient with it, puts it up and in. And the scorer's table a little bit slow to the whistle there as Coach Greg trying to get a timeout going. It's the Pilots up by 5 points in the early going, trying to make it 6 wins in a row. The Lioneers trying to get their fans an early Christmas present. We'll be back after this.
好，准备一下我们大荧幕啦 ！Hello，
橘子米卡一起来喽！
圣诞节快乐，耶！比个爱心 ，Hello。
好，嘴巴就多了。
非常棒的示范，非常棒的示范。嗨，千瑞，有米。好，来，我们 P.LEAGUE 这个非常好的示范哦。接下来我们这个球迷朋友们一起来。
球迷朋友，嗨，任何动作都可以，好不好？一起度过快乐的圣诞节。
耶就是最好的招呼了。嗨，6意味着什么？6连胜 ，You know it， 耶 ，Hello。
还有小童
小童的这个球迷粉丝 ，Hello， 跟我们的这个空中支援朋友打个招呼。
你们要亲一下也可以啦。
嗨，这个穿 Lakers 球衣的朋友，圣诞快乐！你好
，Merry Christmas！
嗨，圣诞快乐！俊祥的球迷
Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, and every other holiday this time of year. Thank you for joining the P.LEAGUE's English broadcast. As we get some of the looks at the faces in the stands. Plenty of orange out there, which is a happy sight for the home Pilots. Also really works out as they have their orange jerseys on. In the early goings, a Justin 3, and then a Jeff Ayers 2-point make is the only scores we've had so far. Lioneers looking for some offense. Had Coach Greg call a timeout just moments ago, but no personnel changes for either team. Artino, Xiaosuni, Tianhao on the left side, no good. Rebound secured by the Pilots. They are very good at that. Ling's in the middle of transition. Sujingyao is fouled on his way to the hoop. That'll be our first free throws of the game as we get to test that out. That's kind of been an adventure for the Pilots and their opponents here. Sometimes the home team is very accurate, sometimes the road team is very good. One for one and 2 for 2. As as we get some substitutions going for the Lioneers. It's aforementioned Pauian or Joker in for Oscar. Trying to get their first points of the game for the Lioneers. Artino will try from deep. No, and another Airs rebound. Lingzhen backdoor to Pauian. Deep, he splashes it down, making it a 10, oh no, foot on the line, and a 9-0 start, according to our broadcast crew. We'll double check with the scores table as well. Martino's nice bank shot for the first score of the Lioneers evening. Justin with space, back to Lingzhen, but it's an inaccurate pass, and so a second turnover for number 69. Taoyuan bringing the ball up the floor as White now goes to work. Artino bumps into two, flings it out. Decent rotation until Taoyuan pops free, but he misses with his 3 attempt. Pauian back to Lingzhen. His push shot over the, shoots it, and now out of bounds off of Airs, they say. First substitution for the Pilots as Xiaobai will come in for Ayao. Xiaobai goes by Ethan. Calvin will also come in for Justin. So both imports of the Lioneers guarded by locals primarily. Pauian putting pressure on White, and Lingzhen, of course, guarding Artino. Former teammates, Chinese Taipei competition internationally. Ball batted out. Lioneers hung on, but Pauian goes right to the cup and scores. So consecutive points for the Lioneers. It's a quick 4-0 run. Have a different look by the Pilots on this offense possession. Airs, floats it up and in. Strong start for number 4. I've seen that here before. It's a backcourt violation. And in for the first time is going to be Jason Washburn coming off the bench, and of course paired up with Jeffrey Ayers for the first time. And it's definitely close, but Artino didn't look like he had both feet established. Boca is also in there. He's trying to guard Ayers. Pass off of his shoulder, and the chance for the Lioneers on the run. Tian Hao dumps it back to Ayers. Not on the same team. Xiaobai with a runner in and out. He's been so good with that shot. He might need to get warmed up. Backdoor and passed out of bounds. Not on the same page. Iboka in the last game against the Braves played more than 40 minutes on the floor. Number 27, first overall draft pick, Zhang Zhenyan is also in the game. There's some space for Ethan and Ayers, who's got the mismatch. Rotated around. Zhang Zheng against former teammate Tianhao. Forces the miss, but another chance for the pilots. Good activity by Tianhao, who knocks it out of bounds. Washburn, take a step in, and get the bounce. There's a whistle first. Looks like Calvin will be tasked regarding White while Huang Han is out. Jericho White is leading the Lioneers in points scored per game at 23. He also leads them in minutes played, 44 minutes per game. It's a high number. Part of it is that Lioneers in some of their losses will have White play the majority, if not the entirety, of the fourth quarter. Calvin commits a second foul in a row, it seems. Pong Pong will check in. The low post possession. The pass does not connect, and in transition, a turnover. Tianhao will float it up and over, as Iboka can't get the finish either. And finally, the play is stopped out of bounds, right in front of me. So the Lioneers from the baseline. Tianhao working with Iboka. Moving up that way as Artino slips through for the lay. Good job by the Lioneers there. What's happened so often is that first attack might get stopped. Calvin backdoor, but Jericho White covers it up. Pong Pong fakes the shot. Back to Washburn. Deep three on the way. No good. The Lioneers played better on both ends after that timeout. Artino from his favorite left block, moving toward the middle. Oh, swirl out with that push shot. He's second on the team in minutes played at 37. Washburn will try it himself, and he gets the right-hand hook. Kind of uncommon, but the Pilots have a lot of import scoring to start the game. Eight out of the first 15 as Iboka dropped it for a second. Working with Tianhao, but that pass read by Pong Pong. And a chance for the Pilots to run. Zhang Zheng to the hoop and gets the and one. A chance for the 23-year-old rookie to get 3 points the old-fashioned way. He stands at 194 centimeters, or about 6'4.5", and has a little bit more leaping ability than even Zheng Boyu, only at about 185 or 6'1". Zhang Zheng has not had the best start to his rookie season, but as the first overall pick, he'll get plenty of chances. His former coach at the university level on the broadcast on the Mandarin side. Oscar's back in the game. Pass intercepted by Pong Pong again. They rotate her around. Zhang Zheng will try from three. No good, but another Pilots rebound as Washburn leaves it short. Looks like Zhang Zhenya's hustle will get them another possession. Of all the players to make it to the Plus League, Zhang Zhenya's 36% from deep at the college level is the highest mark. Washburn trying to go to work on Artino, misses to the right, and we have a loose ball foul. Oh, looks like they call it on Calvin. That would be his third. Calvin has been struggling to get playing time. 2 defensive fouls and now a loose ball foul is definitely hard to take. So curious enough, Artino is going to the line. I guess I missed something on the replay. 90 seconds left. The Lioneers only have 6 points. You could say they're doing a decent job defensively. And curious enough, I think Caminos, he can't ask for the replay in terms of changing the call, but William Artino shooting free throws is an oddity for sure. Looks like they're going to take the long route. Well, it is one way to get a stoppage in the game. Well, it would be a pretty embarrassing operational thing to get wrong. Artino was in the area, but the rebound was between Oscar and Calvin, and so if anybody fouls between the two of them, it should be one of them going to the free throw line. Call made by number 99, so you'd also be responsible for who's shooting the free throw. Seems like the call will stand, and so will the foul received. So in the end, it's just an odd stoppage of play by the referees. One free throw left for William Artino. The referee keeping everybody organized on the line. And Artino will go to the bench for Captain Evan Lee Jia-Rui, who had 15 points in game 28, which would be a season high for him against the Braves. Iboka fouling Washburn, and no free throws yet for the Pilots. Lee Jia-Rui is trying to have a big bounce back to the start of the season. 5 games with no points, and only one of the games more than 15 minutes played. That was a double OT game against the Braves. Zhang Zhenyan misses again from outside. Well, as much of a three-point reputation he has previously, he's not started this season well. Lioneers tried the split action. Now try again. White driving on Pong Pong. Nice step back, and he got it to go. And Taoyuan White has his first points of the game. Nice hands by Taoyuan White. He's the only one and gets the easy one-handed flush. So a quick little personal 4-0 run. A little slippery. That is a side that the pilots like to put on their post-game interview player shower. Ray doubled up as Washburn will try from deep. And another Iboka towering rebound. Running low on time, Oscar with 1 foot almost had it. Well, the Lioneers have a slow start, but are only down by 7. As the Pilots kind of have some of the opportunities they've dropped themselves. That's the first quarter in the books. Welcome to our holiday season broadcast. We'll be back after this.
Mika， 还有舞蹈女神佩佩，吃可爱长大的小童，还有篮球女孩小雨。谢谢我们的 Pilots Crew。我们今天呢也看到很多小朋友来到我们的现场，也欢迎小朋友跟着这个音乐站起来一起跳舞。如果站起来一起跳舞的朋友呢，我就会把海报丢到那边去，好吗？
念的季节，我想念着你，也带的老公公不小心谢了你，像个孩子在夜里暗自窃喜。我的 MC 又来了，却不是在指月经。You know I mean？ 他1年只来1次，只要快乐，其他都是其次。叮叮当，叮叮当，当你收到我的简讯，你是否放在心上？你会保留它还是删除？现在的你是2个人还是单？
好了，我们的球员回到我们场上，现在在场上是我们 Jason Washburn。还有我们的碰碰陈冠胜，神奇小白白耀成。
The like button is right there. Fill it in with a click. The fan wearing Pong Pong Day on his orange Santa Claus hat. That refers to days off for the pilots, as Pong Pong Chen was the first player to really actively seek out an off day from their new head coach. White now guarded by Zhang Zhenyao. Takes a slip. Iboka's there for the outlet. He pushes it up. And a missed shot. Pulled down by Washburn. We'll switch the offense to the other side. Taoyuan Ray starting the second quarter off. Back to Washburn, deep position, getting to the other side for the reverse layup. White against Washburn, puts up a quick one. Got it back as Ethan commits the foul and Chen Pauian the second effort. So first foul of the second quarter on the Pilots. The Lioneers are trying to break through offensively. The Dreamers are no longer the team that defends them the best versus the Pilots this season. 79.5 points against the Dreamers. Of course, always a low-scoring affair between those teams. That was a trend since last season, only 82 points. So far in the game, the Lioneers have also not had as good a ball movement as they want. They've only averaged 13 assists, and in fact, that was 13 in both the previous matchups against the Pilots. So far in the game, they only have 1, but they have caused 8 Pilots turnovers so far. Washburn dropping that dribble. Quickly down the floor, it's a turnover on the pass. So much for you complimenting the Lioneers for causing turnovers. They have one of their own. Deep positioning to Washburn, who's able to get the finish around Artino's defense. Now the Lioneers, in a positive way, have only turned it over 14.5 times in the 2 games against the Pilots, which of course is something that the coaches and fans have been bemoaning them about in the early part of the season. Oscar trying to get free. Over to Evan in the corner all day to aim one up and knock it down. Looking for errors. Given space, he'll try from mid-range and another in and out. Six-point lead, a chance for the Lioneers to pull it within 1 possession. Well, it's a layup first with number 31. He averages 18.5 points per game as Evan, his long limbs, gets the strip, but the Pilots retain possession. Justin's back in the game, too strong with that 3. Bongbong stops the initial break, but Oscar continues onto the rim. The refs say that was a clean block. Washburn this time tries from in the paint. So back to a 6-point lead. This time a foul on the outside. Let's see if they call continuation. Ayers will come in for Pong Pong, so maybe trying to secure a little bit more defensively. It's going to be a dual import lineup for the Pilots. Denver misses the first free throw. It's only his first attempt in the Plus League. And a 1-for-2 trip. Last year he played with Pauian and shot 74% from the line. Of course, he had a much bigger role, playing almost 20 minutes per game. Aya will drive the baseline. Rotate it around. Washburn goes with the right hook again and gets the roll. Well, Willie Martino's got a tough job. Previously it was against the Braves, now taking on the Pilots with Jeff Ayers and really Jason Washburn taking advantage down low. Joker calls for some space. He'll try from center field, but it's out. Washburn giving some space. Will get a foul out of Artino with a reach-in. It's only his first personal. You see Coach Diego giving some instructions from the Pilots bench. Justin, the Washburn trying to take on Artino this time. But the Lioneers defend successfully and will head down the floor. You're trapped in the corner. Finds Guo Shaojie. Number 24, the veteran. Will try from mid-range. He hits. Early impact for number 24, Guo Shaojie. Not often spoke about his college career as Jason Washburn left free down low. Trying to avoid that hanging on the rim technical foul that he received one earlier in the season. Anyways, Guo Shaojie out of Dongnan Keqi. I believe he's the only one in the Plus League from that institution. He goes back door and gets the right-handed lay-in. Assist to Joker. The Lioneers now hanging in there. Given space, Ayers tries the fadeaway. Quickly down the floor, Artino, one man to beat, getting the foul. So that makes it 3 for the Pilots. And they've kind of gone away from that continuation offense that I mentioned before. They're in a simple cross screen. And a miscommunication there. But it's Artino at the line. Bringing the Lioneers deficit to 4. Artino's trying to improve his stroke at the free throw line. The 2-for-2 trip. Coming into tonight, only 14 for 27. Now some high pick and roll as Justin nails the deep shot. And they say it's a three-pointer. He's the player that is given the green light offensively by the Pilots, so he has had some games where he would go maybe 1 for 7 or 2 for 8 from outside. There's a foul. I think it's on Si Jingyao. The Pilots are a team that is not afraid to commit a lot of fouls defensively, play very aggressively. They're first in the league, 22.6. The team behind them, another defensive-minded team in the Dreamers. 21 fouls per game. Ayao trying to get around Oscar, who kind of takes flight there. Ayers gets Artino in the air, and Washburn's right there for the putback. Lioneers only really have one center and one forward in there. Artino trying to get deep positioning. It's just a pass out of bounds. They double off of Justin again. His three is clanked. So they've gambled a couple times and they've been successful a couple times. White going on Hsinchu, spins right. Right hand layup, no good. They call a rebounding foul.
It's a box out. He's too big to be falling down.
And, well, I think either the Mandarin broadcast or the English broadcast mics are picking up the conversation. Trying to hear from both sides. Washburn on one side and Ayers on the other. There's the foul committed by Ayers. I think the thing that they're not recognizing is Artino was already airborne. Now, if he was on the ground and jostling for position, he'd have a lot stronger of a base. But when the player goes up in the air, that's where the referees should defend the rebounder. Nice hands, but the Pilots hang on. Is Justin on the dribble, and another three. Opening it up to a 10-point lead by the Pilots. Artino closing in the gap. Over to Oscar. He'll try from deep. No good. And Artino missing on the follow-up. All hands to Justin. He checked on the way. It's in! And if you've been sleeping on these Pilots, this is what they do. Defend on one end and let the three flies on the other side. It's another timeout with 4:02 left on the first half. We got some messages coming from you as you enjoy some of these Pilots highlights. As the Pilots crew vacates the floor, a reminder, be sure to tap into the +League line account for easy access to the schedule, the store, and of course, links to the game. If you tap in now, you can actually get a audio Merry Christmas greeting from a randomized +League player. Now with a 13-point lead. Mainly on the strength of number 69, Wu Junxiang, now 4 for 7 from deep in the game. Still second to Washburn, 16 points, who's doing a lot of work with putbacks and some of those cross screens that have gotten them open underneath. Also that good old right hook. Artino from the way high post. Now making his move. He'll try an 18-footer, but it's out. And another offensive board for the Lioneers. Oscar fouled on his way to the hoop. He'll go to the line. On the game, the Lioneers now have 7 offensive boards. First free throw made by Oscar.
声音再次借给我。
It's only his first score of the game, and now a second. From a kind of shaky start, Oscar's now improved to a 77% free throw shooter, but Jeff Ayers gets 3 right back. Pilots continue to build on their lead as Oscar aims one up for deep, but he can't get it back. Willem Martino trying to defend Tianhao there. Hand off to White. That one's blocked. They'll stay with the Lioneers with 5 seconds on the clock. Martino to Oscar, 2 on the clock, 1. He leans back and airballs the shot. A little bit doing too much, at least based on the results of the shot. For your Mandarin lesson today, we call that 结果论, or when you're very results-oriented or you use results as your explanation. Ethan will check in for Ayao. Screens for Justin. Now he gets the pass. He jumps to the left side. There's a rebounding foul. If it's on Artino, that's going to be his second personal. So they'll inbound it from the baseline as Iboka will come in for Xiao Sun-yi. Xiao Sun-yi, a very athletic player, but not nearly as athletic as number 21 for the Lioneers. Backdoor, Washburn takes the contact, couldn't get the mark. White. Down to Joker, hammered to the other side. The Pilots are all over that. Tianhao commits the foul before the Pilots can go the other way. Would be a good awareness play. He's also at Atenza University. Ethan. Ayers, Washburn in the middle, who bumps right into Artino. He's forced into the miss. Malhan now guarding the point, and Ethan jumps in for the steal. 1 man to beat, he'll get the left-handed lay-in. Making it a 6-point lead for the Pilots. Getting the screen, he'll try from deep, and it's out. The Lioneers have only made 1 3-pointer in the first half on 13 attempts. Ayers avoids 1 defender, but can't the second. Little 3-on-2 Zembori as Tariko White shows off the hops. Somebody double check my math if that's the first putback dunk in Tariko White's Plus League career. We saw an impressive one by Kenny Manigault in last night's game from a quote-unquote small import. In a long time, they call a foul on the help. 14th foul. You see Tariko White skying in there. And that's probably as low-key as a celebration as you can get. Down to Washburn, and he's pushed off the spot. They say foul on Iboka, so now it'll be free throws. Chen will check in for errors, trying to save his legs, maybe save a foul if they can on the other side. Washburn makes the first. He hasn't scored in a few minutes. 24 points by the Pilots imports is the majority of their scoring output. Pretty uncommon, as the Pilots imports only score about 38% of their points, which is the lowest in the Plus League. Boyer over to Artino, who's really close to the basket, missing the first time, but getting the putback. He leads the Lioneers with 12 points. Last possession for the half. Ethan controlling from the middle. Now Ken spinning through a couple and getting the lay-in to beat the buzzer. You talk about specialties. Well, I guess that's a new one. The dog pile on number 25, Lin Chen, who once again beating the halftime buzzer for the Pilots, as they've done so often here in Taoyuan. We'll go to a break at halftime here at the home of the 5-win-in-a-row Pilots up against the Lioneers.
就告诉你 ，Are you ready？ 我当你空气，你就是空气，随时需要你，没你会窒息。我要对你深深深呼吸。我当你空气，你就是空气，随时需要你，没你会窒息。什么大道理？我们都是对方的必需品。全世界我最懂你，只属你妈而已。你伤心也会伤到我的心，你快乐我陪你笑到不行。快乐伤心你决定，我的决定就是要跟你。我当你空气，你就是空气，随时需要你，没你会窒息。我要对你深深深呼吸。我当你空气，你就是空气，随时需要你，没你会窒息。没有你，我要怎么活下去？
couple of Pilots crew members having a little halftime performance for themselves and the fans here. And once again, very impressive that they can brave the cold. It is very chilly in here inside of Taoyuan Arena. I'm Ryan Chen on a solo English broadcast. The Taoyuan Pilots holding the Lioneers to 32 points, themselves scoring 48, and that's your first half score. A couple of notes from the first half. That 32 points ties the Lioneers' first half low this season, which came right here in Taoyuan against the Pilots. Now they do have the free throw advantage, 12-5. But that kind of pales in comparison to the shot-making ability of the Pilots, or perhaps the Lioneers' strategy to leave some of their shooters open. Justin Xiang is 4 for 7, and Zhang Ziya got that early and one. He's 0 for 3 from 3. Just waiting on the one day that he's going to really heat up from the outside. Now you see Jason Washburn is the main recipient of a lot of the scoring. He's actually have a very low usage rate, and usage rate refers to shots, assists, turnovers. So how many times a player finishes off a possession. Washburn is actually on the lower end at 24%, but he can have scoring outputs like the game we have here because his teammates are looking for him, and he's also going to work on the offensive rebounding side as well. Here's some of the looks that Justin's been getting through the first half. And modern basketball dictates you gotta match up even in transition, and really, when you have a player of Justin's reputation, it should be a clear thing on the scouting report. Third overall pick, Ethan Bialton, has only got that layup to show for. But he also gets you assists and steals. You contribute in other ways, and of course, the finish to the half, per tradition, is a pretty unorthodox finish by a member of the Pilots. That time, Ling Chen with a spin move and the fancy footwork to get to the cup. Before it, you think of Calvin's full court run, or maybe Chen Yurei's buzzer beater 3, for example. Well, there's the combined team statistics where the Lioneers only 11 for 38 shooting the basketball. Pilots close to 50%, of course, a lot of those from two-point range. They've also knocked down 4 more threes than the Lioneers, and like I said, that 7 free throw advantage is not enough to overcome that. Close in the rebounding department, as the Lioneers have picked up a lot of long rebounds, and the Pilots, of course, doing their thing. Already have 12 assists on the game, but of course the early start, the chilly start we've had, big reason for that 12-10 turnover margin. Oh, you get to enjoy that a Muse Girl now putting on the performance. We have another commercial break coming up, and the next segment of analysis after this.
小偷，举高你的双手 ，clap。
太多的幸福报道，拼凑爱的美妙，笑一笑，有你怀里然后撒娇，不需要别人来教，把爱紧紧抓牢，这一秒决定拥抱你给的美好。爱情是你独特的味道，在我的心中围绕，别人都不了，只有你知道，因为你世界不再单调，我的微笑你明白就更好，你就像 球闪耀在我的星球，写下惊叹号。有了你，世界是个颠倒，你的微笑编织了每一个奇妙。爱情是你独特的味道，在我的心中围绕，别人都不了，只有你知道。因为你，世界不再单调，我的微笑你明白就更好。你就像月亮绕着飞到，拥抱着地球，闪耀在我的星球，写下惊叹号。有了你，世界是个颠倒，你的微笑编织了每一个奇妙。谢谢大家，祝大家有一个美好的夜晚。等一下，希望大家可以一起拿出你们热情，继续为我们加油。
欢迎小童，哇，非常好听。刚刚在旁边听到小童呢发行过单曲，跟大家介绍一下你的单曲好不好？
我的单曲就是名字叫《最真的爱》，然后只有在网络上有。
打最真的爱，小童就有了。对。
The lights are still down for now. Of course, part of the halftime entertainment here at Taoyuan Arena. On a Christmas Eve, the Pilots will have the lead at halftime with another game tomorrow. Willie Martino leads the Lioneers in scoring with 12 points. Tarico White is his 6 with the emphatic putback. Zheng Boyu coming off the bench, he's got 5. Guo Shaojie, 4, and Evan Lee Jiarei, a corner 3 for his point scoring. Lioneers definitely want to defend better and see if they can get more transition opportunities. And the Pilots, on the other hand, have Jason Washburn leading them with 18 points, Justin with 12 points, Jeffrey Ayers 7 points, Zhang Zheya, the and 1, 3 points, and Ethan Baiaoten with 2. What we typically seen, of course, the Pilots imports not having a huge scoring load. 41 points for the duo of Ayers and Sunny on the last game against the Lioneers, game 21. And only 24 points by the duo in Hsinchu on game 19. But maybe changing things up. Coach Camino is having a lot of dual import lineups, and we'll see if that continues for the rest of the game. Well, Artino and Sunny, former opponents in a different league, will have a little catch up as you get to take one last break before the second half kicks off.
赛场上经过了排球精彩的演唱之后，两队的休息调整赛事要进入下半场，以篮网这边这一段。桃园队领航员在球进出场进行2次的合杀，接口中的13节赛事。
Getting the behind the basket look at a pretty simple cross screen play that the Pilots just run to get Washburn open. A miscommunication between Guo Shaojie and Li Jiarui. Justin will go to the hoop, try with the left hand, but it swirls out as we have a whistle on the rebound attempt. I think the referee called jump ball as we have no foul. Or was it out of bounds? It's a little hard for me to see. From behind the basket. Starters for the Pilots, and it's the starting set for the Lioneers as well. A second miss as Lingzhen couldn't secure the rebound. Tianhao behind the back and a foul in transition. So the Lioneers kind of weather that offensive attack by the Pilots a couple of times. Both the teams are the kind of team that have a lot of rotational guys. Ayers giving Xiaoshui plenty of space. Tartino on the right block now. They'll try to the right side, and no good. Now to Ayers. Oscar over to Lingzhen, and a charge before the pass, or after the pass even. Not exactly a smooth start to the second half, just like the first. Yeah, a smart move by Artino there. Taking advantage of Ayers when he took his eyes off the hoop. Well, as I was saying, the Lioneers have 11 players who average more than 10 minutes played, and of course more than 5 games played, so we have a sample size. The Pilots are second in the league with 10. White to Xiaoshui, overshoots it. Quickly down the floor, Lingzhen. As the ball will bounce right around me. Rico White coming back for the defense. Still looking for that first score of the half. Ayo in the mid-range, pumps, then shoots. And it's a clank shot. Martino will try from the left block. Throws out of a double team Tianhao. And still can't hit. Pilots with numbers. It's Justin pulling up from 3. Aya will try on the rebound by Lingzhen. Now 2 minutes have gone by. They'll try White and Artino in the pick and roll. Maneuvered right into space. Justin picks it. Little 2-on-none as Aya will take the awkward fall after the first score of the second half, but the Lioneers come back quick. Xiaoshui through a crowd, and another fast break chance for the Pilots as Justin will get to the cup. And just like that, the Lioneers take another early timeout as we have more holiday cheers for you, but a break in the action on the floor. Stick with us. Plus League Basketball back after this.
们刚刚唱歌很好听的小童，
佩佩加小童，
已经先合体好了，非常棒，非常棒。
什么动作都可以，可乔。
Hello，
小雨跟可乔，
欢迎这个盛装出席的女乘客，欢迎。Hello， 嗨。欢迎这个拍拍扇的乘客，
帅气加漂亮的球迷朋友。
看我们的圣诞 Ken，Hello，How are you？Yeah，Woo，哎 ，Hello， 乘客们，跟我们的空中支援朋友打个招呼。哎呀，刘老师啊！
Finally, some camera time for our DJ here. He's the actual one reading out the scores and fouls, and the MC, of course, providing the entertainment. Oh no, the producer took some camera time away from the Xiao Suiyi fan there. Literally. Pilots now with the 20-point lead against the Lioneers on a couple of fast break opportunities that they've converted on. Meanwhile, the Lioneers are trying to make something work out of the William Martino and Tarico White pick and roll before. But they weren't passing into shooters that were ready or passing into open driving lanes. Billy Boca's in there now. He's got the switch. That's Pauian stripping White, and a nice behind pass. Justin to the other end, he'll get the bounce and make it a 6-0 run to start the second half. The Pilots do a great job blitzing some of those pick and rolls. Now Martino losing the handles. There'll be a jump ball. They'll stay with the Lioneers, but I'm sure the Pilots coaching staff can write that down as a successful defensive possession. Good hockey pass by Ling Zhen there. Lioneers will keep possession, so it won't be a turnover and a steal. Martino will be called for the travel and have a very casual fling of the basketball. Now the Pilots will run their continuity action. Justin in the corner to Ayo on the block. Ayers avoids the travel himself as they continue going offense. There he is at the hoop. Switching out to Ling Zhen. And a quick kick as Sijingyao will just lay it in for two. They're playing his theme song. Martino to the basket and another left foot, left-handed make. It's really great to see Sijingyao really coming into his own once again after having a very down 21-22 season. Delinta, nobody guarding him, and he misses, but Jeff Ayers is right there for the putback. Not much that little Tianhao can do. Back to Artino, who's got the angle. But Iboka throws it out of bounds. Not on the same page with Oscar. Ayers will try from deep, overshoots it. And loose ball for the Lioneers. In the third quarter, they've already turned it over 5 times. They've only taken 4 shots. Coach Greg really shortening up the rotation. Iboka at the high post. Now screening for Tianhao. And the pass right into the hands of Ayao. Here, Oscar has to slide into the blocking foul just to stop the break. Washburn will come in for Ayers. Will Iverson cut by Justin. Now Lingzhen driving on Iboka. Almost had the bank shot there. Don't see that very often. Lingzhen taking on an even more athletic big than himself. First outing for number 3, Ling Yingyi. Martino at the high post now. It's gonna be more Zhangzhenya guarding Tariko White. They tried that a little bit in the first half. Too handsy, so another foul. It's the 3rd by the Pilots on the quarter. Lioneers have not taken a free throw yet. But with 6 minutes left, just a couple fouls away from bonus free throws, which on points any way you can get them. White pops free for 3, no good with it. And it's the Pilots on the break. But White intercepts this way. Boko swallowed up by Washburn. Hook pass, Lingzhen staking twice and getting the foul. A little bit of a sloppy play, eventually going the Pilots' way after a few back and forth. So dual substitution for the Pilots. One thing that the Pilots have not done is take a lot of free throws. Now only 5 for 6, but obviously a decent percentage. We have a foul on the lane as well. Well, my point was the Lioneers taking 56 free throw in the series. And hit on 50% of them as Iboka showing off his weight room results against Zhangzhenya. I'm fairly certain Coach Greg is arguing about a different play as Pompom misses his first 3 of the game. There's a foul at the hoop.
Y'all are killing us in the foul count, man.
Pompom 7 minutes plus of play. He's got 2 steals but no shot attempts. I was gonna make that a note during the game. But I think I'll have to wait. Artino will go to the line. 4 for 6, now 5 for 7 on the game. The big deficit against the Pilots. Lioneers want to start their move now. Washburn deep positioning. Caught in between a couple Lioneers. Looks like he'll be out of bounds, but stay with the Pilots. And a foul in transition. It's called immediately an unsportsmanlike, which is in our rule book for clear path fouls. And it's a sneaky one, but that would be the correct call, and the referee was right on top of it. Oh, here come more free throws for the Lioneers. But still cold. Mimi misses his first. Could have been twice teammates with number 7, Chen Pauian. Nanhu Gaozong and Mingdao University. And a possession for the Lioneers. Immediately they go back door and get some cross matchups going. Martino, Boko dribbling middle. The whistle first. And they call it on Calvin. That'll be his 4th. The Lioneers only have 5 points on the quarter, so running them ever so slowly. Meanwhile, the Pilots, on the other hand, have made only 6 of 16 from the field. And almost all of those the fast break variety. Tanzania will try from deep. It's another miss. Pass batted away. It'll stay a Lioneers ball. Good read by Washburn there, or I guess good reaction at the very least. The Pilots in this series have hit 28 of 31 free throws heading into this game. But that's a error on the inbound play. Let's see if I can use a different word and they might avoid it. Not really nice of Sonny there, having a nice big laugh against the Lioneers' expense. Only 14 on the shot clock as we inbound. Looks like Tanzania is kind of playing the big spot. Artino reaches in, gets the steal. And Tarico White with the lay-in. I was gonna say, did he kind of put that down? Definitely didn't use a finger roll. The Lioneers have a lot more of an aggressive defensive strategy now. Washburn trying to beat one and gets the foul out of the slot side official. Washburn will head to the free throw line. Already 2 for 2 on the game. No good with the first one. Slips the trip. Still a large lead for the Pilots. Got some rough play at the perimeter, and they call a foul on White. They'll say it's on the dislodge. And a technical foul on top of it. We've been told by our partners at Momo TV that is Coach Greg who earned the technical. So Calvin will step up to the line. If that's correct, that is his first made free throw on the season. He was 0 for 2 previously, as Coach Greg continues to give the referees his thoughts on the game so far. Ethan with a lane, will jump off of 2, but miss. And there's Washburn right there to pick up his teammate. White and Artino on the same side. He drives through, crashes into the pass. And there's a whistle first. Funny enough, from where I was sitting, it was like, did Trico kind of trip Artino on the shot attempt? Is that why there was a foul? But they say it's on Pong Pong. His third personal. You can only laugh it off. Well, the stat I was going to bring up was Pong Pong having a strong season off the bench. About 23 minutes played, 8 points per game. Gavin with a quick 3, short with it. Quickly the other way, Joker will try. Also short, and a little rebounding drill, Washburn to himself. Missing the first, given all day, will dunk it home with the second attempt. As Iboka will miss another dunk. Well, it was very athletic and acrobatic, but you need the 2 points, sir. Ethan will have that stripped away from him. Kind of settling in, Washburn will foul on the rebound attempt. So more free throws for the Lioneers, which the Pilots probably don't mind too much. Pilots probably want to keep the Lioneers off rhythm, so having some free throws here, not the worst thing in the world. Guo Jie will check in for Chen Yu. Well, it's been an eventful day for Jason Washburn. In the game with 23 points. He's got that U in transition, and also leading the game in rebounds with 12. He'll stay in there for now as Artino will try on the second, and it's halfway down and out. Artino's line there on the scorebook, 18 points. Blitzes Johnson, yeah, who gets it out. Washburn foul from behind as he's got another bucket. I think it'll come at an expensive blow to the head, though. So almost the steal by Artino ends up costing him a foul and 2 points to his team. I don't know if Coach Greg can give Iboka any dunking tips, but he could use it. But one thing's for sure, he could have definitely been the help defender on that play a little bit better. Jeff Ayers will check in with a hearty celebration. I'll have to ask Sonny about the little gift that he left Washburn. Lioneers, not good spacing. Guosalje back to Evan though. He's free this time and off the mark. Another foul, more free throws. Zhang Zhenyao will step up to the line. Staying perfect with 2 for 2. He did start the season as the starter for the Pilots, but quickly got moved to the bench. In fact, had 2 DNPs to his name so far. But in this game, Coach Caminos is kind of entrusting him to guard Tarico White for all the stretches that he's on the floor. Now he's on Song Yuxuan, who's checking in for the first time. Now it's a 30-point lead. Martino will score up the 3. No. Well, the Lioneers and probably giving a little early warning to the Braves to bring their winter gear. Pom Pom on the down screen will try from 3 and a splash. Well, if they win 2 straight, maybe they'll get a couple Pom Pom days. And take care of business here. About a minute left in the third. A miss, but Artino fighting through it, getting the bucket. And maybe in the wrong place at the wrong time. It's Calvin Chen with another foul. His 5th personal. There's 13 minutes left in the game. I don't know if he can make it the rest of the way without fouling. Oh, Artino back at the line again. Quick miss and a miss on the putback, and they just poke it out of bounds. Well, he's the free throw shooter. He had the best feel for how it would bounce off the rim. Pompo now on the block. Calvin over to Ethan. His 3 attempt. The miss and air. He follows it up with a putback. That's happened so often in the game. The Lioneers, 4 players have got to help Will Artino out better. Nice read by Song Yuxuan. Evan will get to the cup, but just miss. They'll have 2 free throws coming up. Oh, it's really quickly turning into one of those get-right games or get-hot games for any of the Lioneers bench players. They want to prove that they deserve more minutes. Even for a guy like Evan Lee Jia-Rui. He has 3 points and 3 rebounds on the game, but 2 turnovers. Part of the Lioneers' 21 on the game is not going to leave a good taste in the coaching staff's mouth. Lioneers have only yet to bring in number 2 Jiang Guangqian. Ethan stumbling with a dribble. You're going to get the foul on Guosalje with the arm hook on the back. Meanwhile, the Pilots have number 5 Bing Ziwei and number 6 Guan Dayo on their bench. In and out with that free throw. We have some free throw shenanigans. Ayers and Artino, the number 9 official, actually pointed out we're on the wrong block. Now number 30 splits that free throw trip. A little bit of full court pressure by the Pilots. Guo Shaojie with a near make from the front court, and that'll be it for 3 quarters. We have the final frame coming up. Pilots up big, trying to extend their winning streak.
来，旁边的小朋友也跳起来了吗 ？Shake it！
哎呦，可以哦！
非常会扭，非常会扭。继续，不要停，不要停啊！
有你不要输，有你不要输。你后面那个很会扭。
谢谢我们 Pilots Crew。我们林镇的球迷，欢迎来这边上班，主场欢迎你。
下一季邀请你来考 Pilots Crew 好不好？我们有空中小姐，也可以应征空中少爷，可以哦，答应哦。
跳得非常棒，谢谢你。
明年的圣诞节，希望看到你穿着短裙在这边跳，谢谢。就是他们现在的这套服装，专门为你做一套。
好的，所有乘客再次欢迎我们的球员回到场上。我们第4节的比赛即将要开始。
It's the Lioneers and the Kings who host home games over the New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, coming in 2023 with the Plus League. And there's the new most effective strategy, most effective tactic available to the Pilots, the double screen for number 15, Pauian Chen Guanquan. We're here for the Pilots Christmas 圣诞大战. Earlier, we had the 梦想圣诞季认真很可以. Little elevator play, and Jericho White pokes it out of bounds smartly. So far, it's been all Pilots. 30 points in the second quarter, 30 points in the third quarter. Close to the basket, Pauian will have that one miss. But sloppy with the basketball. Lioneers turn it over once again. Trying to go to Ayers, Xiaosui guarding. Patient with it. Will run out of time, run out of room. They swing it around. Pauian fakes off the defender. The 3 is left short. And they call a 24-second violation, so not so lucky. Pauian's got to work on his reload 3s on the pump fake. I don't think Coach Caminos and the staff mind too much. Leaving Xiaosui wide open. The Lioneers will run their offense. Oscar's in there. Driving on former teammate Calvin. Oh, in and out with that one. Lioneers have a little ways to go as Pauian takes a hard foul and they blow the whistle. A little dangerous play there. Glad everybody seems all right. Gonna look at Pong now taking a turn at the drive, and hopefully he had no contact on the noggin. Foul on Lee Jia-rui. Well, of course, shooters got to be good free throw shooters. Pong's out of Zhanghua, same as Lin Ziwei, the rookie. Of course, Pong, like many pilots, a Nanshan High School grad. A couple made free throws will make that fan happy. Awkward spacing by Xiao Sunyi there. Lee Jia-rui, whoa, leave that three-pointer short. Well, complimented him on the last game, but this game not going to plan as Calvin shows him how it's done. That makes 4 points for number 21 of the Pilots. They've been kind of stuck on those 4 points from the first half. White getting the good timing and the splash. He'll go to line for a 4-point play. A little brevity in a rather lopsided game, and Zhang Zhenya, or Mayo as the back of the jersey indicates, he knew it. That's his Aboriginal name. Don't get to say it often because of how little he gets to play sometimes. Turnover by the Pilots as White heating up. We'll get another one. Better bring back Huang Hohan. White now up to 15 points. Ayers using some muscle, gets the bucket. Clearing Lee Jia-rui out of the way. A 13-16-3 stat line for Jeffrey Ayers. Feeling it, White from the baseline will miss. Numbers advantage as Zhang Zhenya will need to work on his sidearm pass. Throws it out of bounds. Kind of a rough fourth quarter for him. Few substitutions. Iboka will check in for the Lioneers. Number 5, Lin Ziwei, in the yellow sneakers, is shadowing Oscar for now. Iboka at the high post. Oh, almost travels there. Now the double screen. Elbow jumper is a brick. And a foul trying to steal it away from Ayers. A little camaraderie there. They're all right. That's the thing about non-shooters. They really can't find any rhythm if they throw themselves off. As you might have seen there with Iboka. Tough games are tough. 0 for 4 and commits the foul. Leapers will leap, and Ayers goes by that scouting report.
Ayers 2 shots.
Ayers will go to the line. First free throw as the scoreboard here is kind of getting a little bit of a reset. trying to make it 15 points on his evening. Perfect with the second. Hall probing, now spinning, and close with it. Creative move, needs to get the finish. Coming up on the calendar, of course, the Pilots play the Braves tomorrow night. The Lioneers will host the Steelers on a Tuesday night game. Nice pass, and Iboka called for the foul as kind of, again, wrong place, wrong time. That little push would have got Ayers out of bounds, and that's kind of why the referees kind of feel like they have to call it. Well, he'll go to the bench with the foul out. I believe that's his first in his career. I don't think he'll feel too good about it, but the Pilots playing some holiday music for the departure. Another turnover as Oscar will flip it to White, who turns it over himself. Little 3-on-2. Calvin will fly in for the score. Indeed, Iboka's first time fouling out of a game in his pro career. Now it's Calvin on the block. Double comes quick. Ethan with the runner. This time he gets the roll. Deep shot by White. And good effort by Xiaoshui, but he just bats it out of bounds. Looks like both teams on the same page, not going to call any timeouts the rest of the way. As the last two players from the bench will check in. Killer Guan Dayou and number 2 for the Lioneers, Zhang Guangqian. Leads the way from way downtown with a miss, and Guan Dayou will pick up his first stat of the game, a rebound courtesy of Calvin's kind of loose hands. We'll try again, and awkward situation for Xiaoshui and Ayers on the floor. Rico White missing after Xiaoshui misses, and then a foul. As we got a burpee going on. I did not expect to say burpee today on the broadcast, but that's what Xiaoshui did. So they'll prevent Ayers from fouling out for now. Washburn will check in to get some exercise minutes in. Xiaoshui misses with a swirled free throw. And he makes the correction. One positive for the Lioneers. 8 players have scored, though 10 have taken shots, and they're only shooting the basketball at less than 30% for the game. Calvin trying to go at his former teammate, and will be called for traveling. Though he does save a 6th foul, excuse me. Zhang Guangqian, a Taoyuan native, as we mentioned in the last broadcast. rebound by Ethan. Well, 2 weeks ago we had quite a few less than full competitive minutes. And the Pilots sweeping the weekend. Almost a good double team by the Lioneers before the ref called the foul on Xiao Sunyi. There'll be free throws coming up for Washburn as the Pilots will sub Calvin out for Ray, Taoyuan Ray, of course. See now, his number is 00, which is supposed to stand for 100, but whenever you type in 00 in your spreadsheets, that'll always end up being a numerical 0, so you have to change that to text. And that concludes my spreadsheet monologue tonight. Giving Xiao Sunyi 3 meters of space on the perimeter, but they gotta battle him down low. As Jiang Guangqian will push up a 3. Got a little collision there, and of course that's the side I mention all the time. So Taoyuan had a hand fracture, a wrist fracture, but he stays relatively safe this time. And Jiang Guangqian's got to careful he doesn't get called for an unsportsmanlike holding up a player. Just a common foul. Well, the Pilots have already done it once this season, get all 13 players to score. They'll have a little less than 5 minutes to try to get scores for Guan Daiyao, Lin Ziwei, and Chen Yurei, who goes 0 for 2 on that trip. Xiao Hei working with Xiao Sunyi. Rebounding foul.
Bonafide haters, Hey, take him. He's posted up. He doesn't post up.
Inbounds from the baseline. Xiao Hei lines it up, and the Pilots continue to hold the Lioneers to a very low 3-point shooting percentage. They themselves only 7 for 28, but the Lioneers 3 for 28. Guan Daiyao goes to the cup, had that one smacked out of bounds by Xiao Sunyi. In fact, hitting the noggin of one of our league colleagues there on the baseline. Pretty decent move by Guan Daiyao, but even better contest by Xiao Sunyi. Good job by Holly to hang on to that camera. Xingzhen subs out Washburn, so it's an all-local lineup for both teams as Wayne blows it at the rim. Well, the Pilots are not doing a good job with the trying to get all 13 on the board. Well, they have 4 minutes left now. Wayne trying to go with power, but had his feet tied up. Jiang Guangqian on the other side will get the benefit of a whistle. He'll go to the line with a little easier time try to getting his first points, though I say that, and we have one player with only misses at the free throw line. Some more Jiang Chen facts. Went to Taishan High School, the place where consultant for the Lioneers, Ationg, they call him. He's a coach and instructor at. Well, he made the first, so at least he's got a point to his name. We'll see what the rest of the Yofers do. Leads away, foot going the wrong direction. Good defense by Xiao Sun-yi. Going to the cup, beating the time, and Lingzhen saving it inbounds as the Pilots will slow it up some more. Ethan will try from center field, and another miss. But clearly, Lingzhen the biggest body there. Xiao Sun-yi will go to the cup for his layup. He's already scored today. So that is his first field goal. So if you got that for a holiday bingo, keep it up. Guan Dayo from the right break and a three made. He was the last one to score last time, but this time he wants to avoid the same fate. Now it's just Chen Yurei, Lin Ziwei, Song Yuxin, and oddly enough, starter Tian Hao. But he'll not come back in the game, presumably. No one's leaving the building quite yet. As Guan Dayo will aim another one up, and he's heating up, if you could say such a thing, in some less than fully competitive minutes, as I like to call them. Trying to pull up the Pilots' three-point shooting average. Jiang Guangqian throws it right to Lin Ziwei. He's got one man to beat. Takes the contact and will go to the line. Getting a little selfish there. He had a couple of teammates in support. Well, to be fair, Zhen Boyu is a pretty sturdy lad. And Guan Dayo showing off the confidence. Thanks to my colleague Quan Lee, I have a very convenient source to go find some rookies. Guan Dayo is only a 28% three-point shooter. The class overall is a 32% class, thanks to the likes of Aji shooting 40%, Randall Walko 37%. Wait a minute, is this their rookie season, Quan? Song Yuxin's in the game, but he dishes it off. Evan takes the deep two. So one more Pilot to go. Guan Dayo down to Yurei, the reverse. He gets fouled by Evan on the reverse. Well, pressure free throws coming up. He's already missed two today. There it is. All his teammates dapping him up. Let's see if he can make it two. Ooh, bad miss there, but Wayne grabs the rebound. They turn over themselves as Song Yuxin. Well, he'll get a chance to score now that he was fouled.
校组的乘客，麻烦你们了。
敌人的叛军，送你先发球。
Song Yushin will step up to the line. He's good with his first, so it takes some of the drama out of it. If we talk about hometowns, he's from the outer lying Mazu Islands. And the 32-year-old knocks a pair down. I didn't realize time bombs could start and stop like that. They pass out of the double team. Taoyuan will go to the hoop and get the lay-in. So perhaps one last possession for the Lioneers. Xiaoshui will get the uncontested layup. 20 seconds left. The Pilots will inbound, and that'll be the game. They win 103-60, and in fact, unfortunately for the Lioneers, they're held to the new lowest single game scoring by any team in PLEAGUE history. Last time, 64 points by the Pilots, in fact, against the Steelers at NTSU. And the day before, it was the Kings that held the Dreamers to 64 points in Taito. We'll go to one break before the post-game interview.
好的，谢谢现场所有乘客、球迷朋友们，今天辛苦了。那也呢，祝大家圣诞快乐。
Okay, so we probably won't expect a post-game water bottle bath. As there you see Coach Caminos looking sharp in his suit, will don the headset. And one last note, as provided by our production partners, have the new biggest spread in ending score. It's Coach Caminos on the headset. How happy?
Of course, really happy. The players are working every day really hard, and this is something that is like the gift that they earn because they earn every day working.
Asked about Caminos' basketball philosophy.
Of course, first is play defense. Luckily, I think that the team built like really long rotation. We have a lot of players that we can be setting the tone, rotating. And this is what is, you see, they scored today 60 points. And that's the key to be a solid team and to be able to be fighting every day, play defense. And offense, try to share the ball, play with the pass, involve as much players that we can. It's the second time that we have all the players scoring, and I feel really happy because of that.
You kind of can't tell, but Caminos really happy.
Strategy is simple. I told you, it's play with the passes, share the ball, try to have all the players in every moment that they are on the floor, trying to be aggressive because they know that they always have options to score layups, open threes, or whatever it happens. Yeah, I've been on the Argentina arena, and I mean, game was amazing. Atmosphere is really nice in every single game here, and of course, I mean, it's going to be a big battle for us. They are the champion, two-time champions, and I'm waiting for this. Thank you.
Well, thanks to Coach Caminos and our colleagues on the Mandarin broadcast. Mark leading the interview. Maybe Coach Ziwei probably need to take some of those English classes at NCCU. Well, I'll talk about sharing the basketball. All 13 pilots scored, as mentioned. And all but 3 of them, and all but 1 of them, excuse me, Wayne, Lin Ziwei, had a field goal, in fact. They've also shared the ball very well for 24 assists, which could still be improved upon, you could say. They did have 22 turnovers in a kind of sometimes wild back and forth affair. Well, we got one more commercial break before the end of this broadcast. Well, now that they have 6 in a row, the Pilots will have a chance to go for 7 straight victories and continue to advance on their franchise historic winning streak. They'll have a chance against the Braves tomorrow at 5 p.m., their first matchup of the season. Meanwhile, in the early game down in Taichung, it's the New Taipei Kings against the Formosa Taixing Dreamers. Well, it's Chen Ziwei and Mark Taoyuan on the Mandarin broadcast. I'm Ryan Chen on the English broadcast. Thank you all for tuning in. Be sure to hit the like button. And now the Pilots stay undefeated on the season against the Lioneers, who find themselves now a full game back of the Dreamers now. And they have 4 straight losses in a row before their Tuesday matchup against the Steelers, who themselves are on another losing skid. But the Pilots were strong on both ends of the floor, of course, minus those turnovers as mentioned. They held the Lioneers to just Artino and White, scoring in double digits. Meanwhile, on their side, Jeff Ayers and Jason Washburn put in some solid work, combining for 42 points. And the rest of the team pitched in where they could. Well, on behalf of the 6 teams in our league and our broadcast partners and our league operations, thanks for watching the broadcast. We'll see you in the next one.